So the question is asking us the first four terms of the Taylor expansion for f of x about x equals 3 are 5 minus x minus 3 over 4 minus 7 parentheses x minus 3 parentheses squared over 3 plus 9 parentheses x minus 3 parentheses cubed over 2. What is the value of f double prime of 3? So one thing that we have to focus on this question is that it's asking for the Taylor. It needs a Taylor series because it gives us a Taylor expansion. The Taylor series is written out like this. F of x plus f prime of x minus a prime over 1 factorial plus f double prime of x minus a double prime over 2 factorial, and on. We only have to go to the second prime because it's asking for this second prime of 3. So we're going to focus on this equation right here plus what we are given. And we know that because we are given this right here, we're going to be using it. So we first have to look at the similarities between this and what we are given. And we know that negative 7 or 7 x minus 3 squared over 3 is really similar to this right here. So what we have to do is set them equal to each other. We do f double prime of 3 x minus 3 double prime or squared over 2 factorial is equal to negative 7 x minus 3 squared over 3. So now that we have that, we can simply cross out the similar terms. So we have x minus 3 on both sides. Simply just cross this out. And then we can also just simply multiply 3 on both sides. And then this would get rid of the 3. We have f prime of 3 times 3 over 2 factorial is equal to negative 7. And what we have to do is get f double prime of 3 by itself. So we can simply just try to multiply 2 factorial on both sides. So 2 factorial is simply just 2. So 7 times 2 is equal to 14. And then this 3, divide it on both sides. And we would have 14 over 3. But don't forget that this was originally a negative 7, and we multiplied negative 7 with a 2. So the answer would be negative 14 over 3. And that's how we do this problem. So all in all, f double prime of 3 is equal to negative 14 over 3. This problem is very similar to the last one that we just did. It's asking for it's giving us the Taylor expansion. So it means that we must use a Taylor series. The question is asking us the first 4 terms of the Taylor expansion for f of x about x equals 5 are 2 plus 4 parentheses x minus 5 over 1 factorial plus 6 parentheses x minus 5 squared over 2 factorial plus 8 parentheses x minus 5 cubed over 3 factorial. What is the value of f triple prime of 5? Because we already went over the Taylor series, I won't write it out, but we are given that the Taylor expansion, which is this, and we are also given the information that f triple prime of 5, we're trying to find f triple prime of 5, So what we truly need, or what we're going to be looking for, is f triple prime of x, parentheses x minus a cubed over 3 factorial. We're going to be comparing the Taylor expansion to this. So which one would be similar to this the most? Of course, that would be this right here, because of the cubed and the 3 factorial, which share the similarities to the triple prime of fx. So now, what we have to do is simply just set them equal to each other. So f triple prime of, we could plug in 5 here, of 5, x minus 5 cubed over 3 factorial is equal to 8x minus 5 cubed over 3 factorial. So now that we set them equal to each other, we could simply just cross out things that are really similar. So right here we have x minus 5 cubed on both sides. We could cross those out. And we also have 3 factorial on the bottom, so we could cross that out. And this problem is fairly simple. What we are left with is f triple prime of 5 is equal to 8. So that's our answer. F triple prime of 5 is equal to